Time for our community corner. You know, we often take the amazing Idaho outdoors for granted, but one nonprofit in the Gem State looks to educate people and also promote a healthy and sustainable fishery where anglers can gather and share knowledge. So joining me right now is Trinity. Trinity, so great to see you. Thank you for being here.
Thanks. Thank you for having me.
All right, so tell me about your organization. Tell me the title first. What is it?
It's 5B Anglers.
5B Anglers. Okay, what does a 5B stand for?
You know, the Idaho license plate, typical 5B Blaine County. So we are a nonprofit in the Blaine County area, and we just kind of wanted to signify that with 5B.
I love that. Okay, great. So you're taking advantage of the beautiful area in which you live, right, to help kind of organize people around the sport of angling, fishing, right? Why did you decide to create an organization like this? And first of all, tell us what your organization does.
Yeah, so ultimately what we do is we want to be a place for people to come and learn as whether, no matter where you are in your fly fishing journey, whether you're new and you want to get into it, or you're a seasoned angler and you want to kind of help share your knowledge. We just provide a space for people to gather and grow and learn in fishing, and that's everything from actual technique to how to take care of our waters and how to make sure that we're being responsible and following regulations that are in place for us.
Okay, so is this specifically focused on fly fishing technique only, or do you also do other forms of fishing?
We mostly, I would say we primarily currently focused on fly fishing, but ultimately the information is really available for anglers of all types. So most of the people in our club are fly fishing enthusiasts, but we really haven't had anybody join who is, more in the spin fishing community, but everybody's welcome.
I love that. Okay, great. So a big focus though on fly fishing, and you had mentioned that this is for anyone who's just curious or perhaps already an enthusiast in this space. Fly fishing, I know, can sometimes be a little bit of an intimidating form of fishing, right? Because there is some skill involved in it, but there's also kind of a beauty and an art to it as well, right? From creating your flies to the process of casting and just being out there in nature. What do you specifically love so much about fly fishing that you went as far as creating this group?
Honestly, I mean, I think just the mental clarity that you can find being around a body of water is kind of the primary reason. But I would also say that there's just a really wonderful community of people who are interested in helping, and it's a lovely community to be a part of. I've made friends that I probably wouldn't have met otherwise, that have become really close people in my life, and I think that there's just so many wholesome, positive things about spending time on the water with good people.
Absolutely, well said. Tell us though too, what do you guys do to bring these groups together? So do you hold events at certain times of the year in certain locations? What can people expect if they want to look into 5B?
Yeah, so we try in the warmer fishing months, we try to host an event, maybe 1 to 2 events a month. In the summer, that can be everything from casting clinics to knot tying classes to entomology and reading water, how to properly handle fish. And then in the winter, we primarily focus our efforts on fly tying classes. We host once a month fly tying classes typically from October to about March. So we host those, as well as this year we're going to look into some, how to organize your fly boxes and how to rig different types of, setups on your rods. So it's kind of, depending on the season, we have social events and educational events as well.
That's awesome. And really quick, highlight the focus on sustainability. Why is it important that you also make that a part of what the education is?
Sure. I mean, Idaho is a beautiful place, and our water is so important, and the rivers in our state are so critical, and taking care of them to ensure that there's a sustainable fishery for future generations to come, as well as to just make sure that we're not negatively impacting the environment around us. There's tons of nonprofits doing other great work in environmental conservation and such, but we want to do our part and make sure that we take care of and impact the river as little as possible.
Wonderful. Trinity, where can people go to learn more?
Yeah, just 5banglers.org.
Wonderful. Trinity, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. And everyone, stick around. More Idaho Today right after the break.